and this is seen in many research papers. But there is one consideration which I see as being incredibly important when appraising this meaning, and that is the concept of healthy user bias. What this means is that a lot of people who follow vegan or vegetarian diets are also much more likely to be implementing a lot more health-seeking behaviours in comparison to your average person. This could mean that someone who is vegan or veggie is more likely to exercise more, to limit their added sugar intake, to have a higher fibre intake, drink less alcohol, be less likely to smoke, and a whole bunch of other variables. Also important is that on average, vegans consume around 600 calories fewer per day. This in isolation is a key component of reducing cancer and chronic disease risk. There is one larger scale study that attempts to control the healthy user bias and looks at 11,000 health-seeking vegetarians and non-vegetarians. This study actually found no difference in mortality rate, which essentially means that health-seeking behaviours are probably what makes more difference in the long run rather than the elimination of meat. Last of all, plant-based diet proponents often push a false dichotomy between healthy plant-based diet versus an unhealthy, highly processed, high meat-laden diet, which are absolutely not your two only options when looking at your diet. As long as you are meeting the criteria for a good quality diet for performance and your individual needs, it doesn't matter if the diet is plant-based or not. For most athletes, I encourage increasing their intake of plant-based foods, and most athletes do have a lot of areas that they can improve on in their diet. But the benefits can be obtained from either eating an omnivorous or a plant-based diet. My view is that aiming for elite performance is not a reason to switch to a plant-based diet, but if it is well constructed, it will not harm your performance. But if you already have an optimized omnivorous diet, it also won't help your performance either. If you are interested in getting personalized help optimizing your diet, please feel free to get into contact with me at Melbourne Athletic via our DMs.